A vicious cycle takes ill people from the streets to the hospital to jail and then back again.
It robs the mentally ill of their lives and taxpayers of their hard-earned dollars. In this WDRB special assignment report, we expose the sickness in the system.
Well, everybody's got a story to tell, and everybody's got a wound to be healed.
I got nothing.
For more than 2 years, WDRB News photojournalist Neil Johnson captured images on the streets of Louisville, documenting a problem too big to ignore.
Jail in a lot of respects is the new asylum. Can I go now?
Kentuckiana faces a mental health crisis.
There's meaning here.
Michelle, we got somebody gonna help you out.
My medicine.
At Metro Corrections, they're called frequent flyers. The mentally ill hold the most arrest on the most lackluster charges.
It's a criminal mischief, a disorderly conduct.
And most times, can't fully understand why. This population makes up 23% of the inmates.
They serve 3-4 days in jail and are released. No medication, no funds, no treatment, no rehabilitation.
Chester, come up.
Ma'am, can I leave here, please?
We found Chester Fitzpatrick in that cycle, talking to a fence one day,
I'm very hungry. Can I go home?
talking to a judge soon after. He's logged 79 arrests, 1,559 nights in jail, and that's just in Louisville.
Well, will you give us a minute?
Just 1 minute.
Okay.
Something is wrong.
Okay.
Very
That's
wrong.
something you can tell your...
And our investigation discovered it has as much to do with what's going on in Chester's head as it does with what's going on inside here. Is the system broken here?
The system has failed these people.
Internal reports obtained by WDRB News show it costing $100 to $200 a day to house a mentally ill inmate at Metro Corrections. The bill for medication alone at the jail runs about $17,500 a month, and taxpayers are footing it. Judge David Holton says he's known for a while. He is also board chairman for 7 County Services, the region's leading mental health care provider.
It is much more efficient and much more economically smart to treat people on the front end than it is to incarcerate them on the back end.
Good afternoon, Center One.
But there are not enough mental health care physicians, nor enough housing, jobs, or support services to effectively help this population in Kentuckiana. One report gave Kentucky an F and Indiana a D for their quality of mental health care, spending far less than the average for the rest of the country. And if nothing changes...
How you doing?
Well, homeless, my both had proper identification.
there is no end in sight.
Do you mind my asking?
Yeah.
Ask respectfully without. Do you have a mental issue? Do you have a...
I'm schizophrenic. I know it's just...
I was going to say, you look a little schizophrenic, and a lot of schizophrenics smoke a lot because it makes it quieter.
How do you know that?
My uncle is.
What is schizophrenia?
It's a mental disorder.
Well,
it's a problem with the brain.
I diagnosed in 1983.
He was weaving in and out of cars outside our station one day, walking with his arms over someone who wasn't really there and lashing out to the thin air. He told us his mother cared for him in Indiana until she took ill and ended up in a nursing home. Now he's fending for himself on $650 a month in disability.
We won't be homeless because no one loves us. We all had all these homeless people, don't let them judge them. We've all been to school, and we've all worked before.
Estimates are 11 million Americans, 18 and older, have unmet mental health care needs. Laura Teal says it will soon be 11 million and one.
Went to bed totally and came up totally different person.
Her daughter, Sabrina Kirtley, is a 17-year-old diagnosed schizophrenic with mental retardation and psychosis.
We may have a good day. It just depends on the voices.
Are they here now?
Yeah.
What are they telling you?
I love you. The voices, but sometimes will tell her to hurt herself. She'll slap herself and hit herself, pull her hair. She throws things.
Teal fears for who will care for Sabrina when she's gone. Her daughter's been committed 4 times in the past 5 years. So the walls are bare in their Paoli home. The TV sits behind 3-inch thick plexiglass and furniture is minimal. All for both Sabrina's and the family's safety. Teal says her delusions are so intense she can't go to school. Teachers fear her outbursts because the voices have triggered attacks in the past.
We've been trying to get respite in here that would care for her while I was to work. We've even looked at like temporary placements. We make the contacts. She's on waiting list. The funds aren't available.
The family borders on bankruptcy. Their fixer-upper home literally falling down around them.
I wish she'd go to bed and wake up that little girl again, because it has done a devastation in our lives.
And what makes her most angry?
My husband has done 3 tours. He's a veteran. Now that it's time for us to seek out help, who cares?
And everybody's got a wound to be healed.
We're all people and we all deserve dignity.
There are solutions to this problem that are working in other states, but can it happen here? That's Thursday in part 2 of our special report. Gilbert Corsi, WDRB News.